Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I am going to the American Islamic College. I'm going to the American Islamic College to talk about the migrant issue. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Sure, is the manager in, please? Is the manager in? No, I just want to talk to the manager. I live next door.
Next door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the operation manager is not here.
Okay.
I can get your message or...
Yeah, who do I talk to? Because the last 3 days they've been up till like 1 o'clock in the morning playing loud music and we can't sleep.
Really?
It's terrible. This weekend was the worst.
So, yeah, let me talk to the shelter manager.
Yeah, appreciate it. You guys still rent parking spaces? Yeah, I used to rent. The older guy, he's still here? The older guy?
No.
He quit? Yeah, he was kind of old, yeah.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Right.
So he's our neighbor.
How you doing?
Hi.
Great. Your name is Pearson.
Yes,
I live next door. I'm sorry. Yeah. I used to rent parking space for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So, over the last 3 days, the loud music, it's just out of hand. And last night it was just the worst.
Loud music.
I came back home. They were in the street partying, liquor bottles in their hand. I couldn't even drive past when I drove past. They wouldn't get out the way. Liquor bottles, and so like they all got the same radio station playing loud music, and then you got on Marine Drive, the same thing. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I stay on the higher level. Boom, 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 boom. I thought it was my neighbor next door the last 2 nights. But not until I went and got something to eat late last night. My car's in the shop, so I went and borrowed my buddy's car. Came back.
Same thing, huh?
And I'm like, I can't even drive down the street.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing they take up about 40% of the parking, but now you're partying till 12:30 at night. We got to go to work in the morning. And I met a few people in the lobby that had the same thing. The people that stay on this side, they don't have a chance. I stay on the other side of the building.
Wow.
On this side, the guy, I should check. The guy told me, the other guy I talked to, he lives a block down. He said his windows were vibrating. The police found
some kind of party on
they party in the street. And I should have just pulled out my camera there and showed it. It was just, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
We can call the Maria and then he can. Yeah. I think this is from belong to American Islam College, but we are not. We are just renting right now. So if you see, they have security. They put security outside.
Oh, that's a joke.
Yeah,
I did security for 19 years. You can't.
Yeah. It used to be all those cars was inside of our parking lot, and
right.
you cannot control. Now we kind of a little bit controlling.
I won't even rent from you guys now because of the migrant issue.
Really?
I won't do it.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe. My girlfriend doesn't feel safe.
Yeah.
I saw him peeking in people's cars the first week that you guys let them park there. Our neighborhood has been taken over. I've got to be blunt about it. The people next door, they're livid.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to come by and say anything.
Hold on a second.
It's out of hand.
If she's here, because we should complain,
Yeah, I emailed the alderman, and I don't. But it's not enough. I've been complaining for like maybe 8 months, and last night was the worst. Can you imagine? You got to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the music is like.
Where were you?
I live next door.
Right here in Bittersweet.
I live next door, right next door. I couldn't even. They wouldn't get out the way we tried to drive.
Probably
They're like, hey, ho, liquor bottles in their hand. 12 o'clock at night. Police finally had to come. I couldn't believe it. I said, we try to be good neighbors, but they're not being good neighbors.
They have, election. Maybe they get, that guy win.
That's unacceptable. And like you said, we starting to lose money now. If we're losing business as a result of this, we have a major problem.
Now, see, I didn't know that. You guys losing money now?
Every weekend.
It's our parking lot.
Yeah.
We don't own the building, but we own the parking lot.
You know what? I'm glad I came here because, like I said, my girlfriend was parking about 6, 7 months, and she came out, and they were peeking through her window, other people's window, and she said, baby, I'm like, what? She says they're peeking through people's windows. So I'm like, okay, I can't put her in that situation. So I didn't know that. I guess the more people I talk to, the more I find out. Then you're going to lose money because, look, let me tell you.
Let's make blind spots too.
Okay, yeah.
So if you got to bring some money in for that, then
Sure.
Yeah, you need, I hate to tell you how to spend your money. I'm sure you've made probably $500,000. I'm just keeping it real. You gotta, I did security for 19 years. That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
I apply security for 60 buildings.
So you have a security company?
I do security for 60 buildings,
Wow.
condo buildings.
That's nice.
I know this, I know what's supposed to be done. I have to tell you, this is unacceptable.
They're just sitting there, getting money.
They would not get out the way. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get beat up by a mob full of people,
Yeah.
changing flat tires in the middle of the day, and this place has become ghetto.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
To do here.
you have, look, I'm not knocking you guys, but if you lived here, you would take it to heart.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the decline of our neighborhood. Now that you're losing money, here's my thing. The mayor, the federal government, they made a plan. Bring the people in, educate them, acclimate them to how American society goes, have a meeting with the red. I know you guys put a bulletin out, a lot of people probably couldn't make it, but have a follow-up and see how things are going. There is nothing in place where we're having a voice.
Yeah, exactly.
And that, to me, that's the problem. You don't just take your money and house people, leave them on their own. To me, they don't know what's acceptable or not. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming the management. And I've seen young security guards out there. You don't hire 20, 21, 22-year-old kids at that. No, you hire men.
Yeah.
You hire men. You understand? You hire the presence of men. And then you have the police. They need to monitor the situation because when you guys first started, I'm going to say it was so bad. The red fire hydrant out there, they used to park their cars right in front. The doors fan open and there's smoking reefer right out there in the front. And people are walking past with their dogs. And I saw it and I was like, okay, maybe they'll be okay. I should have said something then. I didn't say anything. This is broad daylight.
Yeah, you should have said it. I mean,
This is a year ago. I'm like, what do they think they're at? The projects? You got people on $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 homes over here.
did you call?
No,
Yeah, let's call.
Yeah,
Maria.
so we- yeah.
Because this all company should go to them, the Maria. Because she's manager, she's taking all the buildings.
She's got to monitor this thing.
The
Please,
honest, right?
please. I appreciate the call. I'm not trying to
Do
complain.
you have time?
Yeah, I got a little time. I'm on my way to do some things. Yeah, it's the people next door. They're moving now.
We lost partners here because of this.
Yeah. So you're losing money. The guy next door, he's like, Pearson, don't leave. I'm like, look,
And then it goes.
a lot of my friends live in the building next door. They're leaving. People are leaving. They don't want to
She's
fight.
coming? Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's
And the majority of people are leaving are the females.
Oh,
Because they used to walk their dogs different times a day. They're scared to walk their dogs.
yeah. And they're selling food. We don't know what they
They're selling food. I forgot about that. They're selling food. And you know the other thing they do? They've got this whole block. I'm just keeping it real. You know what they do? If there's 5 parking spaces, they'll park in the 1 spot, 2 spot, no, 1, 3, and 5, and they'll put it so that another car can't get in there so their friends can park. So I can't even park my car. How you gonna save a parking space for somebody and you're not even to me, you're not even a resident, you're not even paying taxes, but you're blocking so nobody else can park. We got problems here, people. We got big problems.
A lot of complaints. So we just forward.
We got a lot of problems here. And they dropped these people off and they didn't tell them the rules. Every community has rules. We got families that stay next door. It's just, I told myself before I go to work today, I got to go talk to you guys because I couldn't sleep. Thank you. Hi, good afternoon. How you doing? Hi. Yeah, my name is Pearson. I live next door.
Hi, Griffin.
Hi.
She's
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, so we got a massive problem. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. They've taken up all the parking spaces, and when there's parking spaces available, they'll literally block it so that another car can't park. So if you got a space for 5, they'll park in the 1, 3, and 5, so no one else can park there but their friends. I ask them to move, act like they want to fight. Last night I get home, they got liquor bottles, hey, ho, music blasting, wouldn't even get out of my way. And like I told them, last year I was coming through here with a red fire hydrant on. They got the doors fanned open, smoking bud and blood in broad daylight. You name you guys are not good neighbors. And I'm telling you, you got people literally next door moving. They don't know how to complain. They're tired. So we're moving. The people are moving. You understand what I'm saying? When you get a good resident, you want to maintain because you know what you got, but you know what you get. We're seeing nothing but transformation. We got 300, 400, $500,000 condos on here. And we dump people in here, and they don't have any parameters. I'm not saying they're bad people, but when you have people here, they need to be acclimated towards the neighborhood. This is a neighborhood. This is a neighborhood with a lot of values. I'm seeing kids out in the street. Last night, the guy who blocked me, I see 2- and 3-year-old kids with him, and he's got liquor. And the police drove by and talked to him, and they don't do anything. Nobody's doing anything. And last night was the worst because Thursday night and Friday night, I thought it was my neighbor playing the music. I got to close my door, I literally had to put my earpieces in and play some Beethoven, something to relax. But last night, not until we got something in, I'm like, wait a minute, that music been coming from the street? I watched the Facebook video that some people sent to me, and when they arrested a lot of people out here selling drugs, it was that many people out here last night. They basically had all the cars set up to the same radio station. Can you imagine? On Bitter Street and Marine Drive, like the V, and everybody's out there, and they wouldn't get out the way for the cops. I'm like, what has happened to this area? This is a family area. This is not the projects. I'm not trying to be negative. Look, people, when you raise kids, you got to give them parameters, right? When you have something new, you should have meetings and have restrictions. You guys put up one notice about 1.5 years ago, said they were coming. But where's the follow-up to find out what we're going through? Nobody's doing anything. And so people are just leaving. I don't want to leave. But if I have to leave, trust me, I'm in the media too. I did 19 years of security. I will contact ABC, NBC, and CBS. I will do it before I leave. Because somebody's got to take with a voice. I'm glad I didn't buy a condo over here now. I'm so glad. Because I'm scared. I am literally scared because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I don't believe all the stories about that I hear in New York, beating up cops. I don't believe all that stuff. I believe what I see. And what I see are no parameters. I don't see anybody. How are you going to be out here at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night? People got to go to work at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And you're playing your music back. This is disrespect. At some point, somebody's got to reel this back in and say, you know what? You can have fun, but there's parameters. You can have fun, but you can't have your liquor bottles out here in the street. If I walk down the street as a black man smoking bud, I'm going to get arrested. I'm not stupid. So how is it different with him? At some point, somebody's going to have to address these issues. You guys, the mayor, I've emailed my, I'm just saying, a lot of residents have emailed the alderman. Nothing's going done. That's why they gave up a year ago. We've had more moves next door. I've been here 3.5 years. I've been in the area for 8 years. We've had more moves next door in the last 2 months than we've had in the last 4 years. Because people are tired. You know what I'm saying? You put your roots here. You got a lot of professional people here. They work from home. They come here for convenience because they don't want to live with all the traffic jam downtown. So this is the outskirts. You choose your geographic because it's going to benefit to you. You can walk to the grocery store, the currency change, fine dining, but then you don't even feel safe anymore. Everything has changed since the people been here. And all I'm saying is, hey, please help us. We want to share the space. I understand what they have been through, whether it's Nicaragua or whatever. I'm someone who used to be a former journalist. I understand what happened in Hugo Chavez. I believe they killed him with cancer, to be honest with you, because they wanted the area and they wanted the oil. It made no sense for the second largest oil reserve in the world to go through a depression. I get it. I get it, what they've been through. But now that you're here, you got to be acclimated. I don't look at, but I'm 65. When I come home, I want to relax. I don't want to have to call the police or see my residents downstairs saying, well, Kirsten, can you help me walk the dog because I felt not safe? No. We want our community back. So please help us out because we're having nothing but, trust me, it's a big problem. And the people here are just docile. And the only thing they're doing, count down to when my lease is up and they're leaving. And now I think I'm going to be on that list. because I refuse to live like this. I love peace. I'm a black man. There's only probably 4 black residents next door. Okay, so you imagine why I left South Side and West Side. At my age, I want peace, and this is disturbing my peace and the family environment. And if you want the property value to continue to be where it's at or rise, we can't have this. And that's any community. And I have nothing against them because I understand what they've been through, all parts of the world. I believe there is a massive plan to mess up international community and flush into America. That's personally what I believe. Because I see the trend. Because I put it like this, and I'll be done with this. Nobody wants to leave their homeland. Nicaragua, Venezuela, whatever you come, those are beautiful places. I'm sure they are. Who wants to leave where their church is, or their history is, or their grandmother was buried here? Nobody wants to leave, so why were they flushed out? So I get the whole thing. They were flushed out because America loves to take land and loves to take resources. That's another day, another story. So why they're here, we got problems. Appreciate you, Elijah, listening to me, but please, I got to go to work. We got a big problem. It's very. I almost cried last night. I saw her. I was like, I'm about to get into a fight at 12 o'clock at night. They won't get out the way. Can you have somebody stepping in front of the car with wine bottles, with music going on, and you live next door to it? Where am I living now? You that bold? They used to have the cameras outside last year. Remember that? They took them down. What kind of stupid decision is that by an alderman or a mayor? I did security for 19 years. It's called prevention. You take that down? The police are never around anymore. What are you doing? We want to welcome whoever comes. I don't have no problem with it. Because guess what? People ain't going back. It probably costs $500 million to bring them over here. The country's $35 trillion in the hole. Why waste the money and send them back? You might as well, we all work together. That's all I'm saying. But this is unacceptable in my book. And when I leave, I'm probably going to go out to some farmland. I'm going to look at the area and say, if there's a building that's vacant, if there's a church, I'm not moving next to it. Because I think that's where the government's going to be dumping people. Doesn't make any sense. 2.5, 3 years of the Biden administration, they should have had a plan. Health care, schooling, not just for the kids, mandatory schooling, pledge of allegiance to the country, acclimate the people right. I have friends who are in immigration. They're like, this is crazy. This is not how you bring people over. We've broken all the laws in America. And trust me, if they broke the laws for immigration, that means this country has a plan. That means they're using them as a tool. Trust me, I watched this government. They're using them as a tool. And eventually, our government will turn on them. Just like they turned on black people. You can go to the South Side and West Side right now. You got West Side and Black Side. People are scared to come out of their environment. They're giving illegals $1,000 rent to move into apartments, and the blacks are being displaced. What is that about? They never gave blacks reparations. You see what I'm saying? So why are they doing it? This government is corrupt. It's an international thing. America died a long time ago. It's an international system. They got a one world system being adopted. They're using the people. All I'm saying is that I can't control what's at the top. However, I can no longer live in this environment. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Thank you for intervening. I hope you guys can talk to whoever. I emailed the alderman. Let me show you last night. I emailed her last night. I was so frustrated. I emailed her last night. I was so frustrated. See? 46th Ward. Mm-hmm. I was so mad last night. Because I'm like, they're probably going to hit me upside my head. I'm like, can you get out the way? I'm like, this is ridiculous. I just felt like, why? What's the point? Why are you trying to show up to me? Just get out the way so I can drive through. What's going to be next? I got to back up to a one-way street because they're not going to get out the way? It's going to get worse because it's called progression. When you have kids, you know, and you don't give them parameters, they take it to the next step. I've done security for 19 years. We do prevention. It ain't about shooting. It's about prevention. I'm going to cover the DNC rally right now. Hope I don't get my head cracked down there. I cover stories, too. It's about prevention. How do we make it congenial for all of us? That's all I'm saying. So please, if you call the police, talk to the alderman. I don't know what else to do, but the people next door and down the street on both sides, they're livid. These people in the neighborhood, they are livid. They're livid. And again, I'm so glad about it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how long we're going to be here. If we don't start working as a team, working out this situation, thank God it's not LA or San Francisco. We got summer all the way around. It's going to be out of hand because the government has done it the wrong way. They should have educated the people. They should have let them know how we roll in America, show them how to respect the neighborhood. And it should have been time restraints. I said 10 o'clock, got to go in the house. You can't be outside playing loud music. It's called respect for the neighborhood. We never had cars hoisted up in the air in the middle of the day, changing car doors and changing tires. We don't do that on this community. We don't do that here. But nobody told them anything. So of course they're gonna do what they gotta do. You know? So it's bad. So please, we gotta have some changes.
All right, thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, but when I leave, I'll tell you, I'm going to all the radio stations, all the newspapers. I'm telling them what I've been through. Because this mayor, he's stupid. He's a black man. He's stupid. This is not what Dr. King died for. He died for all people. And can you imagine black people being brought into a community, how white people would feel? I'm gonna keep it real. And we did that. Come on, man. White people would be acting a fool. And I would support the white people because you have a community, you have an environment, you have kids, you want to feel safe. And this is getting off on the wrong foot. And I'm sure collectively you guys have brought in probably by the end of the year. I have millions of dollars. So spend it on security. Spend it on somebody who's done research on how to handle a crowd. That's all. Get professionals. Don't just collect the rent and let them be. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. And it's not right for them. It's not right for them. It's just not right. Thank you.